Well, in today's video, we are going to open up another booster box. It's a Thrones. And as we zoom out here, we're going to crack the box open and open up the wonderful 36 packs of cards in here to see what we get today. We've been doing a little mini-series on these booster boxes of the standard Magic cards at the moment. But some of these are going to fiddle out, because I know with the new 2020 it's coming in, or not 2021, will be the new core set. So in standard, the 2021 video that we have created as well is going to disappear because, well, it's not going to disappear, but the cards will be dropped out of standard. So let's see what we get in here. Our goal today is to show you off, let's start off at least with showing the common cards very early, and then just skipping through and showing off the stuff everybody wants, which is uncommons, rares, and foils. Midnight Clock is our rare. Get a Swamp. And we have it on an adventure token card. Okay, so that's pack number 1 done. First minute and a half, we had 1 pack done. Box open, 1 pack empty. And another 34 more packs to go after this one. 7 dwarves. See, you can have a deck of dwarves. A deck can have as many with 7 dwarfs, and named 7 dwarfs. So 7 dwarfs get +1/+1 for each other creature named 7 dwarfs you control. That's a kind of an interesting 7 dwarf type deck. That's kind of like the slivers. They all gain different abilities and whatnot. A legendary creature. And we have another legendary creature. When this person comes in, enters the battlefield, draw X cards. These are 3. And we have a crap card. Okay. So that's pack number 2. So far, I haven't seen much that I would use in a deck. Unless I want to make like an adventure deck or something along those lines. But create 3 green 4 creature tokens. Blow your house down. I didn't know we were in Hurricane Town. Jousting Dummy. Spinning Wheel. Beanstalk Giant. I saw a lot of people play this in Arena as well. The Witch's Oven. I've seen people play that as well. Black Lance Paragon. It's a knight. Flash. And we have a food token. And a plains. So it sounds like I'm going to have a lot of basic land to make decks with. Even though I've got a crap ton of common and uncommon land, dual lands and stuff like that to play around with too. Paladin, Witch's Cottage. Like I said, there's common and uncommon. Looks like there's a foil in this one. Revenge of the Ravens. I like that card. It slows people down from attacking you. And we have a Bone Crusher Giant. Ooh, that looks pretty. Pretty cool looking bone. And we have a foil. Wicked Guardian. And we have an adventure card. Okay. So I think, is there a lot of, I don't know if it's alternate art that's coming up, or is it just Crystal Slipper? For botting fruit. Yeah, okay. And we have another land. Weapon Rack. Brimstone. Rally for the Throne. Create 2 1/1 human creatures. And we have a gorgeous creature. Yeah, okay. Bognaughty. Stolen by the Fae. Return target creature with control. Yeah, okay. Well, I've seen one card. The Revenge of the Ravens is really decent enchantment. It'll be added to my enchantment deck for sure. Go along with Underworld Dreams. The only problem is with some of the enchantments in that, it's very slow to bring out. So you've got to have some cards in there to kill your opponent's creatures. So there's our Robber of the Rich. Do 2. Cost 2 to bring out. And we have another island. Prize Griffin. Wolf Quarry, Paladin, Ginger Brute, Trapped in the Tower, Golden Egg. Seen a lot of people who play the Golden Eggs too. That's pretty. I like that. Look at that picture. That looks pretty cool. Beanstalk Giant. Oh, and we have Escape of the Wild. Escape to the Wilds. I really don't. Oh, and a mouse. I had no idea there was mice in this deck. I know 2021 is focused on cats and dogs, but I had no idea that this one was focused on mice. I had no idea on that one, because I don't recall anybody ever playing mice. Maybe they're not strong enough yet. Once in Fortune, Trail of Crumbs, and Happily Ever After. Okay. The last of the series. It might have the cards I'm looking for, because there's not much in here that I'm looking for. Scorching Dragonfire. Tournament Grounds. And we get the Gorgeous again. Vulnerable Knight. Feasting Troll King. And we have a Youthful Knight foil. Cool. Rimrock Knight. I've seen a lot of people play this one, because it's the dual action part of the card, that sort of thing. And I've seen quite a few people play this one these days. Epic Downfall. That helps early in a game when creatures are small. You have to get rid of a creature. So we have another foil coming up here with a Great Henge. This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Wow. Okay. Costs 9 to bring out, but if you have a 4/4 creature out, it will only cost you 5 to bring out. That could be interesting in a game. You have some 4/4 flying angel creatures or something like that. Crystal Slipper, a cow. Okay. Ding. Order of Midnight. An enchantment. Fires of Invention. I might have to break this into 2 videos. Raging Unicorn, Well, Dwarves. And we have our Claim the Firstborn, Ranger, Alliance, Spyglass, Swamp, Humans. Okay, I'm going to pause this video for now, and I'll be back a little bit later when we have more time to do this, and we'll open up the rest. Bye for now. Let's continue opening these packs and see what we get inside these lovely cards. And, okay. So, Wishful Merfolk, Bloodblaze Wolverine. I did say earlier in the video that I was just going to jump and... Ooh, that's pretty. Hypnotic Sprite. That's a pretty card. Pretty card. Pretty card. And we got a Bonecrusher Giant. And we got a Plains. And we have a... On an Adventure again. So, let's see here. what we've got going on here. So tiny, forbidden fruit. Dwarven mine again. We get a drowned in the loch. Shepherd of the flock. Bog noddy. And the circle of loyalty. Creatures you control get +1/+1. That's an expensive +1/+1 card. But this spell costs 1 less for each knight you control. I like that card. For a knight deck, that works perfectly for a knight deck. That's another way of adding +1/+1 to your knights. And I go, oh, okay. This one seems a shining armor, and it goes, when shining armor enters the battlefield, attach it to a target knight you control. Equipped creature gets a +0/+2 and has vigilance. That's kind of a cool for a knight deck as well. So I take it this deck was built around knights, maybe, you think? Well, there's a Edgewall Innkeeper and Probable Alliance Mirror Maid. Then we have a Lockmere Serpent as our foil. Look at that foil. It's kind of cool. Then we have food. Ooh, food. It's making me hungry. If I wasn't going to bed in a little bit, I would be ordering myself a pizza. 7 dwarves. I think I'm going to go online and start see if I can collect the 7 dwarfs and make a 40 card deck out of dwarves. Out of those ones. Oh, we got another foil coming up. Oh, I passed. That's the Puppet. Cauldron Familiar. That one's a really good card. It's a cheap one to bring out, but it enters the battlefield. Each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. It's kind of cool. And then we get an Emery Lurker of the Loch. This spell costs 1 less for each artifact you control. Exile target artifact or enchantment. Draw a card. And let's go with the next pack, shall we? I don't know. For those who are watching or still watching or not watching in this sense, is there such thing as alternate art in this one? In this booster box. We got another. Ooh, we got a legend. Do we have a rare land and another foil? Once in Fortune. That's what I wonder on, if this series has the alternate arts, and I've been pulling alternate art cards out and not knowing it, which is also possible. Because some of the ones that have turned out really nice probably are alternate arts cards. A Clockwork Servant, Steel Claw Lance, Sage of the Fall, Witch's Vengeance. Creatures you of a creature type of your choice gets -3/-3 until end of turn. I was actually playing Arena tonight or today, and I just get fed up with the land draw once again on that. It was a pain in the butt. The land draw was quite terrible. Let's see here. We've got a fierce, Sears Carl at the board. Deafening Silence. Each player can't cast more than 1 non-creature spell that a turn. It only costs 1 to bring that one out. There's a Wicked Wolf, a Mountain, and a Human Rogue. I know, listen to that rip of the plastic. I don't know, it sounds really cool, I would think. Golden Egg. And we have a Herrick Banner. Order of the Midnight. And we skipped... Ooh, look at that. Oh, that is pretty. Check that out. A Foily Fairy Guide Mother. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that card very much, actually. It might be added into my foil collection Because I was just collecting foil cards that I play. Because there's the Fairy Godmother, Guidemother, plain, non-foil, but that foil is actually quite nice. Fling, one of my favorite cards. Animating Fairy, Elite Headhunter, sorry. Vulnerable Knight, and Feat. Add 7 mana, red mana. If you only cast this spell, you can only cast only one more spell this turn. Yeah, okay. How about a 6 pointed damage fireball or disintegrate? Crystal Slippers. Bake into pie, and we've got our spinning wheel. We have our Skullknocker Org, Felicity the Wilds, Gilded Goose. I've seen a lot of people play this card in, and the Signpost Scarecrow. Interesting. Let's see here. Shining Armor, True Love's Kiss. I haven't seen very many cards that I would actually use in a deck in this set. Might be 1 or 2, maybe, if any at all, in that sort of sense. Let's see here. Forever Young, Land, Paladin, Brimstone. We get an Enchanted Carriage. Firstborn Knight. Firstborn Knight gets +1/+1 until end of turn. It has double strike. And we have a foil mountain coming up behind, and we have a foil land. Creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. That's a kind of cool land. That's a powerful land if you have lots of token creatures out there. But look at that foil land. That's kind of cool. That one land I'm probably going to hold on to, and probably it'll end up in my token deck. Let's see here. Crash and Drawbridge. Shambling Suit. And Cauldron Familiar again. And there's this Knight. And Oathsworn Knight. Comes to the battlefield with 4 +1/+1 counters on it. And must attack every turn if available. Okay. Well, we're getting down to the end of this allotment. See what goes on. It looks like we have another foil in here. So that means next card is our... Okay, the Mystic Dispute. Righteousness. 7 points of damage divided among 1, 2, or 3 targets. Interesting. And we have Emery, Lurker of the Lock. This spell costs 1 less for each artifact you control. So that's 2 of those. I think I have a foil and a non-foil of that card. Let's hope it's worth something. And there we go. We have the Skullknocker Orc and a Lucky Clover. And we have the Hedgehammer and Fervent Champion. Cost 1 and it has first strike and haste. Whenever the champion attacks another target creature, another attacking knight you control gets +1/+0. Interesting. I'm going to have to reevaluate my knight deck that I've created and start adding some of these other ones that help the knights and that sort of thing. Alright, that's kind of cool. Brave Soul. We have a Deathless Knight. We have a Witch's Oven. We have all that glitter. And then we have a Torben. He's really cool. I like this guy. And then we have Runaway Together. Foil. Forest. That Torben card comes in handy when you're playing solid red. Or like a direct damage red deck. Yeah, that's, I think, anyway. So yeah, there's been a couple of cards in here that I use on a regular basis. Scar Carl the Bold and Firstborn Knight. Okay, so that's not too bad. Righteousness, and we have Yard Lord of Guardbridge. Yeah, we have another foil. Felicity of the Wilds. Or something along those. Or a sealed. Yeah, okay. Let's see. We have a Rimrock Knight. And let's see where we get to. We have an Overwhelmed Apprentice. We have a Mirror Leaf Pixie. Rampart Smasher. And Lockwing Elf Noble. And then we have an Acclaimed Contender. And a Mountain. And a Human Cleric. Oops. We're down to the last 6 packs of this booster box. It's been good. I kind of wish there was more of certain cards in here, but I'll take it the way it is and hopefully trade for some of the others that I'm looking for down the road. Okay, there's Hushbringer. Swamp and a Rat. Yeah, 5 more packs. Kind of wish I would like to see. I don't think it's going to happen in this pack, but the foil version of the Torben, and that sort of thing. But I don't think it'll be in here. Weapon Rack, Beloved Princess, Keeper of the Fables, Transformation. Oh, it looks like we have a land in here. A rare land. Enters a battlefield unless you control an island. Okay. Sorry, I had to burp. But it wasn't a rude one, like it could have been. Might be another foil in here. Seems to be an awful lot of cards. Baked into Pie. Lucky Clover. Burning Yard Trainer. Froggity. Frogafee. Oh, no. That's a Spyglass. Sorcerer's Spyglass, an Island, and a Fairy. We're down to the last 3. Feel free to ask questions and that sort of thing in regards to these cards. If you have questions, I'll be trying and answer them as best as I possibly can when we go forth and review the questions when things are done. Mystical Dispute, Enchanted Carriage, Mad Ratter, Piper of the Swarm. Rat you control have menace. Create a 1/1 black rat creature token. Sacrifice 3, gain control of target creature. I've seen people use that against me in decks recently. Maybe I should work getting that one out. But I seem to have more of a flying creature problem in some of the decks I make. Or the lack of flying creatures, I should say. Wintermare Commander, we have a Red Cap Millie, we have a Savvy Hunter, we have a Doom Foretold enchantment. And here comes the last pack of this one. This will conclude our opening of this booster box. Let's see if there's anything worth my time. Ooh, Flexen Intruder. And a Lion's Claw. And an Innskeeper. And we have a Wild Boar Preserver. Flash Reach. Whenever a non-human creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay X, and when you do, put X +1/+1 counters on the Wild Boar Preserver. Okay, well that concludes this video today. Hopefully you'll smash that like button and watch some more of our videos. There'll be more of these type of videos coming your way in the near future. Have a good night. We'll catch you on the next video.